I think it's clear that most people, young or old, are content to be passive consumers and spend out their dopamine doing essentially meaningless activities and consuming food and consuming air and light that is basically damaging to themselves. And I don't think they care. I think that once people start to realize that you're high performing elite military, you're high performing athlete, you're high performing academics, you're high performing business people, they actually have practices that they use to regulate themselves in order to not just perform better, but sleep better. And not just to sleep better, but to listen better. Not just listen better, but incorporate ideas that allow them into states of creativity and states of mind that really lead to new and exciting ways that humans can interact. And many people will just be consumers.
I was going to ask, but I put this question out as a poll earlier this week on the Instagram and said, what are some God powers that you possess? And obviously one is creation. We come from the creator, right? You are made in his image. We are creators. We've created this space. We create, so much. We create motion, right? We create influence. We create life. Like we are creators. As humans, we are creators, man. So that is a power of yours, a God power of yours. And so many of us just dwindle away at it. It's kind of like you lose your imagination as you become an adult. And it's kind of stereotypically navigated for you to do so. It's like, you're an adult. You can't imagine. You can't do that no more. Like so many people don't color, don't draw, right? I'm not saying that you got to do like hand turkeys or whatever, but so many people just don't do anything in their creative realm and wonder why you lose the lust for life. What are some things that you guys see that is a creative power, right? And what are some things that you do to keep your creative power?
It's funny you say that. I used to be a big drawer. I used to be an artiste of some sorts in high school. Y'all see the artwork in the background. Those are some of my favorite personal pieces that I did.
Amazing.
It's something as simple as coloring, though, man. I was with my little cousin the other week, and she just wanted me to like sit down, take white sheets of paper, and just color with her. We didn't have no designs, no nothing like that. But we are just sitting there creating stuff with crayons. I ain't colored with crayons since I was like maybe my junior year of high school when I had to do a biology coloring book, but that I almost failed, as my brother put on on Instagram for y'all to see. But just we just took these white pieces of paper. I'm taking crayons. I'm just trying to create, something on a blank canvas. Even got to the point where she started, she just everywhere with it, just taking every color and making all color rainbows and whatnot. And she sees me where I'm taking less colors and just making a vivid scene. Like I think I did blue and yellow and purple hills. Like, I thought of that song. So I just started making hills and made a sunset behind it. And to the point where she kept wanting to do it. And then she just tried to imitate what I was doing, pretty much. But coloring and drawing is a good way. I'm happy she made me do that. I didn't want to, but I'm happy she made me do that because for that few moments and sitting down with her, getting away from the TV and whatnot, just coloring. I'm like, wow, I still got this a little bit. Also, you talk about this a lot, Trey. Being in nature, being in water. I'm literally like right here outside my window. We have a path across the street that takes us down to like Browns Island and Belle Isle and
To
whatnot.
that background right
Yeah, to
there.
that background right there. So I've been saying like I'm gonna go for a walk one of these days. The weather's perfect, so I might do that later. But when I'm going through like one of the things I go through monthly is what to do with my dry powder, in my bank account. Like after I done paid bills, and everything, what do I do with, the money I have left over? How much should I allocate to savings? How much should I put into the stock market or crypto? And how much should I just, save? Or, maybe I thought about buying a PS5 yesterday, but I went against it. I've been seeing people playing that Spider-Man too. Uh,
That jump
but
fire, bro.
yeah, I know. I'm gonna wait till tax time. But yeah, just being in nature, walking around, you could kind of solve those little, not even problems, but the things in your daily life that you're trying to figure out. What pathway should I go with this? What should I do with my extra money? You kind of figure that out just by being away from the TV, being outside of these four enclosed walls, and just being out in the air. He mentioned the air and light. I thought that was powerful.
Yes.
We have a lot of smokers out here consuming a lot of bad air. I mean, I I can't talk. I used to be one of y'all. Y'all know me. I was
So you can.
big Zaza head and whatnot, and I even talked to, my girl now about how like, oh, I be preaching moderation. She be like, everybody different, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. I don't judge her for it, but we do take in a lot of air. We already have like natural pollutants like from our cars and whatnot. The spray cans we spray in the house. Um and then just with light, our kids are born with tablets in their hands down to the point where they can't even communicate. Properly. I was looking at a study where. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Even furthermore, the lights we have, the electricity is a false light as well. You're not supposed to be absorbing the light that we can control and turn on. And that is actually the reason why babies cry when they're born and they come out of the womb, is that light is what's affecting them.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
It has
That's
a
true
negative
though.
effect on
That's
them.
true though. Like
Amazing.
the office, the building where I work at, the offices, we don't have any windows to the outside. It's just metal,
Ooh.
concrete. It's really soul draining. It's so dimly lit. You can see in there, but it's like dimly lit. The little
Mhm.
lights flickering. The little, you got the light bulbs with that little plastic panel over them and shit.
And
Like
wonder why it's a stressful environment, right?
yeah, yeah. If I had a window to look outside, just to look outside at all the trucks and stuff we got in the yard and stuff, I would feel a little better throughout the day. But you feel like you're in a jail cell. It drains your soul a little bit. And even with the blue light, being in front of these screens, being in front of our phones, being in front of the
Mhm.
TV, sometimes we forget how good the sunlight makes us feel and
Mm.
whatnot. So I'm getting a little spiritual here. Let me go back to the
It's the day
subject.
for it, boy.
Yeah, yeah. Let me get back to the subject here. Just far as creativity, yeah. These the lights in here dim our minds a little bit. How about that?
Uh-huh.
I think
Yes,
it dims our
indeed.
minds a little bit. So when we get out and get in the real environment, what's real, whether even if it's cold, that cold can probably trigger, some nerves you ain't felt in a while. I know black people, we don't like to be in the cold, but those nerves, that cold probably can trigger some nerves and make us think about other things. You never know; it could shock you into, thought and whatnot. So um,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna stop with my little spiel. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to talk.
AJ,
Oh, that was good.
how
No,
do
that
you
was
keep
good.
how do you
Everything
keep your creative power?
Shine.
Get your shine on.
Get your shine on, shout it.
Yeah. So, I put this on. I put it on everywhere. Booty
Yeah.
cheeks, kneecaps, underarms. I got the vanilla right here. Usually, I got the lavender one. It helped me sleep good. 'Cause I be sleeping like this, and I can
Yeah.
smell it off my hands. I'm trying to tell you, feeling good. Y'all better rock with this.
Right.
It's that vanilla. Yeah.
Listen, man, we ain't being ashy no more.
Okay.
Hygiene.
Yeah.
Hygiene is important. You need to get your shine. It's hydrating. It's light. It lasts all day. You don't got to use a lot. and it's good from face to foot.
Historically, I don't really use lotion or nothing like that because I'm like in a hybrid, light skin, in between dark skin motherfuckers. Coming back from vacation, I'm a little sunburnt. So I needed something to get my skin back right because I'm feeling like a reptile right now. So I'm gonna get this baby going on when I get home.
Oh, and look, you gotta shine on, everybody. Hey, look, I got like 4 cases. I got a bunch of cases. And I got the big jar too. That's old school. Y'all don't even know about that. He don't even got those no more. But look, I'm telling y'all, this shine is amazing. Help with eczema, clear your skin up, all of that great stuff. So you don't want to miss out on this shine, man. Make sure y'all go get y'all a bottle of this.
All natural ingredients.
Absolutely.
Yep. Where they can find it?
So you can find this at shinecareproducts.com. Let them know that we sent you. Use the code FMF20, get you a discount.
Got to.
It was on. Everything you said was on point, especially when it came to you tapping in with the kids again. The kids, they still have that creative power. Of course, they don't have that. Their mind is not so clogged up with bills and if this girl like me or this dude like me or what I gotta wear today. And it's just all those things. As you get older, I think it just clouds your judgment, and you're not able to tap into your creative mindset anymore because I think as you're getting older, it's just, you said, Keith, it's just a hectic and stressful world that we live in. You drive, you got to worry about this. You got to make sure you eat. You got the kids. You got to work out. You got to do. It's just so many things that when it comes to being creative, I mean, that's put on the back burner that you don't even flex that muscle no more. But you was right about being around those kids. It was like I kind of had the same thing. We had, when I was to do a few activities with a few kids. And I really had to think about what type of answers I had to do, or we had to color something, we had to draw something, or maybe with a kid that, of course, has maybe Down syndrome, or a kid that can't really express itself and can't really say words or anything like that. You have to draw something. So I'll sit there and look at what they draw, and I'm like, dang, that's creative. I'm thinking about how he drew that, or what is he really thinking? I really have to use my creative mind to figure out what is wrong or what's going on, and it's helped me a lot. I even got to a point where I used to
Well,
every
we got
day.
the bricks in the chat. We got the bricks in the chat. Bricks squad.
I'm sorry, man. Well, bricks in the chat.
Squad.
Y'all know about them bricks, man. Every time we see bricks in the chat, shout out to the brick lady. I'm glad she got sued.
I was about to say, you just reminded me. It's been a lot of shit in the social media with her and shit. Like she on the run from the law some more. Like
I like it. Put her in jail. Lock up. Some people just gotta learn that way. So hey, she gotta learn. She gotta learn. What I was saying. About journaling. I used to journal every night before I went to bed. I used to do that a while ago. It had to be like 6-7 years ago, and I stopped doing it for some reason. But recently I started doing it again, and it helped me to be think of certain ideas, not just having them in your mind, because after a while you get, how would I say, you get cocky. You get cocky with yourself, and you think that whatever you think about during the day, and you'll be like, it's creative, or it's something like going on. You'll be like, oh, I remember it later on. But it's you ain't super. Most time you're not Superwoman or Superman. So I started to really write in the morning, and I would write at night. And it's not just about creative things. It's like what I got to do today, or how can I improve on some things, or anything like that throughout the day. And then I go over it at the end of the day and be like, all right, I said I was going to do that. All right, I did that. Oh, dang, I forgot to do that. Oh, it's okay. We're going to put it on the journal tomorrow so we can finish that tomorrow. And it's helped me a lot because I've been, like as a topic will say, I've been more creative. I've been on point with the things I have to do. So it's all in practice. But tapping the creative side, I mean, you have to. You're not going to be able to upgrade in life or do better in life or achieve some of the things you want to achieve if you don't be creative, like we are with businesses. You if you keep on doing the same thing in your business and not be more creative and find different ways to improve your business, you're gonna stay stagnant. I mean, we already see how stagnant Blockbuster was, and when they didn't want to do the same thing like Netflix did, Netflix got creative. They said we're gonna go to the to the mailbox and we're gonna start streaming. Everybody else thought it was stupid, but they were creative enough to keep on going with the times because they had somebody in their back office being creative. They figured out something. So
Blockbuster
you
fumbled
gotta
a
tap into
major
that
bag,
creative
man.
mindset, man.
Blockbuster could be Netflix, literally. Like
Exactly. They had the money.
They
They had
had it.
all the money, but somebody didn't want to be creative. They say we're gonna stay at this spot right here. We good at this. No. You gotta branch out sometimes, man. You gotta take that risk.
Creativity, adaptability, all of that,
Yep.
you know.
Even America kind of falling behind when it comes to like currency and whatnot. You know, you got all these crypto projects out, and how all these you got the BRICS coming. They trying to recruit Saudi Arabia. If they get Saudi Arabia, it's over for us. But you know, the Asian communities, they're already adapting this new blockchain technology in the US over here. Like, oh no, it's used for, you know, smuggling drugs and laundering money. Same thing with cash, same thing with dollar. We do that with the dollar too. I watch Ozark, I watch The Wire, I watch all these shows. They do it with cash money, man. So yeah,
Yep. I think money is when I use on the blockchain, I use Tether. Tether is nothing but the dollar bill in crypto.
Yeah.
So so it's everywhere, man.
It's coming stable central bank stable coins and whatnot. It's coming. That's another topic. My bad. That's coming.
Yeah.
Another topic.
So absolutely, man. I want everybody
to stay on this topic.
Yeah, I want everybody to tap into their creative power. Creativity also goes in the line of what G was talking about is problem solving. You have to get creative with some solutions. You can't just keep doing the same thing and expect the same result. That's insanity, right? And you have to be willing to adapt. And you have to be willing to adapt, right? I spoke on that this morning. Go back and catch that replay. What adaptability actually looks like. Because if you're not willing to adapt, if you're not willing to embrace change, if you're not open-minded, right? If you're not using your creative power, then you'll stay stagnant. And if you stay stagnant, you're going to fall behind because change is always happening. Time is always progressing forward, right? You don't want to be back. You can reminisce on some things. We could do that, but we're still progressing forward. So don't get left behind, man. Keep your creative power. And your creative power, what resonated with me is they'll ask you as a child what you want to be when you grow up. Well, when you grow up, are you what you want to be? You have to create the lifestyle that you want. You have to create the lifestyle that you want. If there's a product that you think would be useful but is not around, guess what? You got that vision. You supposed to create that. That is for you to do. You're assigned that mission, right? Keep your creative power. It is given to you. It is truly a powerful thing for you to be able to resonate with the children, to raise children. You have to keep a creative power, to be able to and to be able to have a conversation with different people. You have to have your creative power flowing, right? You have to be able to take on different perspectives or deliver the message to a different perspective to get the same outcome or land at the same base, right? Things of that nature. Creativity is a necessity. Don't dwindle it away. Keep your imagination, keep it vibrant. I love dreaming. I love daydreaming. I love visualizing because that's what's giving me the motivation to work towards what I'm thinking about, what I'm dreaming about. You're supposed to, and don't let nobody take that away from you. Don't dwindle. Don't dim your light for somebody else's shade. You feel me? Keep your creative power.
Tell you like this nigga spitting.
Amazing.
Facts.